Hey guys, good to see you again. Wish I could see you every day. I miss you guys as always, and I'm here to start in on some notes for you guys to looking at what we're going to be looking over in this chapter. I should only have to do one video, but we'll see. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to talk about is DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid. It looks like this, right? This double helix look. And then it has these little connections on the inside of it, like so. Can you even see that? Good, you can. Okay. Remember, the connections on the inside are nitrogen bases. Okay, we have adenine, which is A. Maybe we should do these in different colors. What do you guys think? Just like I do in class? Then we got thymine. If you guys remember, adenine always connects with thymine in DNA. Okay, AT, okay, and then the other one is, so you got adenine, thymine, okay, and then in DNA we have cytosine, which is C, right, okay, and cytosine always pairs up with guanine, G, okay, I'm going to write that on the board here, DNA, it's nitrogen bases, A will always pair up with T, and then C will always pair up with G. Okay, and this is only specifically in DNA. Okay, I'm going to leave this off to the side because that's important for later. Okay. Now today we're going to talk about how to make a protein because proteins dictate everything about you. You have proteins inside of your stomach that help you digest food. You have proteins that dictate the color of your hair. You have proteins that dictate how smooth your skin will be. All that good stuff. Okay. There are two, just like in German, two. Okay. Two parts to protein synthesis, okay? There's transcription and translation, okay? The first one we're going to talk about is transcription, okay? I'm going to write that on the board. Okay, transcription. I gave you guys an assignment, what was it? Who, what, where, when, why, all that good stuff. Where does this happen? In the cell, it happens in the nucleus. Why? Because that's where our DNA is, okay? What happens during transcription? We need to make a copy of DNA, okay? And what do we make a copy with? mRNA, or messenger RNA, okay? Why do we need to make a copy of it? Because DNA, as a molecule, is too big to leave the cell. Excuse me. To leave the nucleus. So we need to make a smaller copy of it. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of draw down here what's going to happen. That way you guys get a gist. Okay, now we have our DNA molecule. I'm going to draw it like this. It's split up. Okay, DNA polymerase is going to slide along here, splitting the molecule, and it's going to copy one side of it with mRNA. Okay, I'm going to draw it in black as DNA. So let's just say we got A. T, C, G, A, okay, for DNA, okay? Then RNA polymerase is going to slide along. I'm going to do the other ones in red, okay? Red is going to be mRNA, okay? I'm going to put it right here, mRNA, okay? Now, RNA is a little bit different than DNA. DNA, we said, we have A connects with T, C connects with G, adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine. In RNA, I'm going to write this over here. Any type of RNA, adenine no longer pairs up with thymine. Why? Because RNA does not have thymine. Instead, it has uracil, or U. So A will pair up with U. C and G will still be paired up together. So A here usually pairs up with T, but since we're making a copy in RNA, A doesn't pairs up with U. So I'm going to put U here. T pairs up with A. C pairs up with G. G pairs up with C. A pairs up with U. Okay? Now, this right here, 3 nucleotides long, is what they call a codon. Okay, so that is a codon. 3 nucleotides long is called a codon. Okay? Once we have made our copy of RNA, it's going to leave the nucleus. And then it's going to find a ribosome, because that's, if you guys recall, is where proteins are made. Okay? Now, if you guys got everything off the board, I'm going to erase it, okay? You guys should be writing some of this stuff down. But, I mean, you don't have to worry about it because you always got a pause button, right? So I'm going to keep going, okay? Transcription's going away. I'm going to leave this, and I'm going to leave this over here, okay? But this stuff, actually, I'm going to leave this right here, too. And this is our mRNA copy. Okay? I'm going to write this next to it. mRNA. Now, after transcription, where DNA is copied, we have translation. Because right now, we don't have a protein, okay? What we have is mRNA. We need to turn mRNA into protein. Why? How? By translating it, okay? So what's going to happen is we're going to translate mRNA into tRNA. Why? Because tRNA brings amino acids. And amino acids are building blocks for protein. Okay, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to translate mRNA into tRNA. tRNA is going to bring amino acids. Why? Because they're the building blocks for protein. Okay, now I'm going to show you in a drawing here. Okay, now tRNA I'm going to draw in black. Well, because I can. tRNA kind of has this fork-looking look, or at least it's supposed to look like a T, but for our purposes, I'm going to draw it as a fork. So tRNA is going to translate mRNA one codon at a time. Remember, codon is 3 nucleotides long. The letters it brings in is called an anticodon. And that right there is tRNA. Okay, so it's going to read it just like we did before. U connects with A in RNA. A connects with what in RNA? U. G connects with what in RNA? C. Okay, so this right here is your anticodon, and then it will bring the appropriate amino acid. Okay. I put in another letter right here just so that we can make sense of this. Okay, so that thing is this part right here is going to detach, leaving this amino acid right here. Okay, this thing is going to, another tRNA is going to come in and it's going to attach right here. Okay, bringing in amino acid. Okay, and again, C connects with G, we're going to put G here. U connects with A, we're going to put A here. A connects with U, we're going to put U here, and that's going to have a specific amino acid here. These amino acids are going to connect this right here, kiddos, this growing chain of amino acids. Now, keep in mind that these fork-looking things are going to be gone, and all we're going to have is this chain of circles, basically. Normally in class, I'd have you guys deciphering these a little bit, and who knows, maybe I still will. We'll see. But this growing chain of amino acids is our protein. Okay, proteins, and again, they dictate everything about us. So amino acids are the building blocks of protein. Okay, normally I would give you that codon wheel, and maybe I'll show you that here now. Why not? Okay, I got time. Why not? Show you a codon wheel here, and I'll show you how this works. Okay, teach you something. That's what I'm here for. I know things. Alright, let's take a look at this codon wheel. Every single one of you have seen this at least. Whoa, that's crap. Alright, I'm going to show you this. Yeah. Mr. Moon's making all the weird noises again. Alright. Okay. So, our first amino acid is UAC. So, our first is U, right? So, we're going to start off in these huge letters here in the middle. Oh, damn. Okay. Can I lock this so that... Never mind, I guess I can't. Doesn't have a lock feature anymore. Okay. So, we start off with these 4 huge letters in the middle here. We said U, right? So we're going to start off here. The next one we said was A. So we got to look for the A in this quarter pie chart that's connected to U, which would be right here, right? The next one we said would be C, which is right here. So we go U, A, and then we look for the C that's connected to A here, which would be right here. So the amino acid that we have coded right now is tyrosine. So if we're looking at the board, AUC, this would be tyrosine. Okay, now let's do this one, GAU. Okay, so coming back here, we start off in the middle, G. What do I say? GAU. So G, now we look for the A that's connected to this G right here, which would be right here. Okay. And then we look for the U that's connected to this A right here. Not here, but there's a U here. Okay. So that amino acid we are coding for is called aspartic acid. So right here, this would be called aspartic acid. Okay. Now I want you guys to keep in mind that amino acids are thousands of proteins are thousands upon millions of amino acids long. They are not just 2, but for my sake and your sanity, I'm not going to sit here and do thousands of these, okay? Now, this is constantly happening in your body 24/7. And if you're extremely, extremely quiet, you can hear it. No, you can't hear it. What are you doing? God, what's wrong with you? Okay? But anyways, then what this is going to do is it's going to go find a Golgi apparatus or some sort. It's going to modify it, that sort of thing, and then send it out to where it needs to go outside the cell. Okay? But this is protein synthesis in a nutshell. Okay? Make sure you guys are looking over this video. You might want to watch it a few times because I know I can't sit here in class and go over it with you every single day like I usually do. I just can't. Okay? So make sure you're going over this a little bit on your own. Make sure you write some of your own notes if you need to, that sort of thing. Okay? All right, without further ado, that is how DNA is put together, and that's how protein synthesis works, and that's how you make a protein. Until next time, guys, see ya.